I want to tell you a story. Our story. The story of the Healing Bridge Clinic. We believe this is the little clinic that could. The clinic that exists to care for the uninsured residents of Fayette and surrounding counties by providing health care at no charge to those who would otherwise be unable to afford these medical services. Our patients live within 200% of the federal poverty guidelines. Doctors, nurses, and others graciously volunteer to communicate and demonstrate God's love, as well as offer spiritual support. This seems a big task for some, but not for this clinic. You see, this clinic was the brainchild of Miss Ruth McCommon, a retired nurse and member of First Baptist Church in Peachtree City. The year was 2008, and Miss Ruth called 8 individuals together to put the plan in motion. Those she called each had special skills relating to the project. A pastor, the dean of a nursing school, a neonatal nurse, a hospital staffing coordinator, a CPA, a pharmacist, and an attorney. In March of that year, the group began meeting regularly to strategize and attack the task at hand. These weekly meetings laid the groundwork for our clinic today. The Fairburn Baptist Association recognized and authorized First Baptist Church in partnership with the association to pursue funding and support from the Georgia Baptist Healthcare Ministry Foundation and other entities in order to develop a free nonprofit clinic. A mission statement was drafted. The clinic would exist to demonstrate and communicate Christ's love while providing primary holistic health care for the uninsured of our area. The objective was to form a nonprofit 501c3 clinic that provides a holistic approach and partnership with the patient to reach optimal health. This would be accomplished through regular opportunities for patient education, support groups, spiritual coaching, medical diagnosis, and physical treatment. With a projected opening date of April 2009, the plan was to open the clinic for 1 session a week, hours to be determined, with more sessions added as needed. The clinic would be in a space near First Baptist Church in Peachtree City and gain financial support through grants, individual donations, local churches, and businesses. It would build relationships and give everyone the opportunity to donate time, treasure, and talents by serving on clinic nights, as well as connect with local pharmaceutical companies, hospitals, and other like-minded organizations to work together to enhance our local community. Knowing about other free clinics in the area, the team realized there was no need to reinvent the wheel. So contact was made with other clinics to gather information and gain knowledge. It was important to get state approval so that medical volunteers could be granted sovereign immunity. The process was also started to obtain a nonprofit status. The official 501c3 letter from the IRS is dated March 30, 2009. The Healing Bridge Clinic began to see patients on September 24, 2009. 17 patients were treated and 24 volunteers served on that first official clinic night. Over the years, the Healing Bridge Clinic has deepened its community impact. Our first year of operations saw us serve a total of 433 patients, with over 60 volunteers serving with us. In 2017, we saw over 800 patient visits and provided $247,000 of free medical care to our community. In January 2018, the Board of Directors made the decision to bring on a full-time executive director. Mike Conaway became the first full-time employee in the history of the Healing Bridge Clinic. He began to observe, make notes, and put together a plan to grow the clinic. Realizing the need for a solid foundation, Mike began to share the Healing Bridge story, raise awareness, and expand services. Mike continues to lead the clinic today and has built a solid team with clinic coordinator Kat Muncher and family nurse practitioner Kim Campbell.
I am Kat Muncher. I am the clinic coordinator for Healing Bridge Clinic. My very first job ever as a nurse was at Piedmont Fayette Hospital, so I jumped right into it pretty quickly. And so I started doing long-term healthcare facilities for a couple years, up until about 2017. And that's when I got diagnosed with epilepsy. I had to focus on myself as a patient instead of my patients, which was really difficult for me for a while. Shortly after I got diagnosed with epilepsy, my husband and I found out we were pregnant. I fell in love with this place. It's just so different than any medical job I've ever had before. Like, everybody's so welcoming here. Our nurses are amazing. Our volunteers are amazing. The providers are amazing. It's just such a place of love here, and I've never experienced that before in a job. All of our services are free, and anybody that needs anything, any medications, any procedures, the staff is so dedicated to finding someone that can help us with that. Being able to really make a difference in the community and knowing that you're helping people that never would have had the chance to receive what they can here, I think it's just so much more rewarding. I went through 8 months in 2020 with no health insurance. I had no job, no health insurance. I wasn't able to see my neurologist because I couldn't afford it at the time. I could have gotten help back then if I wanted to, if I would have known about Healing Bridge. Like, it's so nice to see people that love other people. Every single person that walks through the door is deserving of love. They're deserving of care. Just being able to connect with people that love other people so much, it's like a second home.
My name is Kim Campbell. I'm a family nurse practitioner, and I've been here at the Healing Bridge Clinic for about 4 years. My full-time job is an associate professor at Clayton State University, and I teach in the graduate program, and we teach family nurse practitioner students. I love seeing and taking care of patients. So when I was working full-time and teaching, I missed the patient interaction and the patient care piece of that. The patients here are so appreciative. I think they really recognize the value that they're getting, and they recognize the care, and they know that without the clinic, they don't have the financial support to just see a private healthcare provider. The providers and the volunteers definitely work here for the right reason. They really have a heart for those that are in need and those that are underserved. They feel like this is a ministry more than a job, and you can tell that in the care that they give. The volunteers work really well together with one another as well as for the patients, and you can just see that in the interaction with the patients.
With the leadership and vision of this team, by fiscal year 2022, the clinic grew to over 4,700 patient encounters and provided more than $1.7 million of free medical care for the underserved community. Services today have expanded to include general medicine, orthopedic, dermatology, podiatry, cardiology, GYN, mental health counseling, addiction counseling, massage therapy, and physical therapy. We are truly grateful for all the wonderful providers that give of their time to make the Healing Bridge Clinic special. We could not do what we do without our volunteers, medical and non-medical alike, big-hearted people who schedule time each week to serve with us. Our volunteers are what make us successful. Nurses, eligibility specialists, general administration assistants, all make us who we are. As we prepare for our future, we want to honor our past, serve our community today, and plan for future growth. Following a strategic plan, we are working on enhancing the patient and volunteer experience, increasing the structure to better serve our community, and expanding our awareness through storytelling, grant writing, and fundraising events. We truly have a spot for anyone and all talents. We know God is in this clinic. Too many things have happened that can only happen when He is leading the way. Our goal as an organization is to rely on Him, follow His lead, and do His work, all while impacting our community through passionate, loving, professional health care. We are honored to serve our community. We know the time is near for us to expand and grow into a new space. We know this is in God's timing. Our prayer is that we have the wisdom, discernment, courage, and support to grow and go. We offer a big thank you to our volunteers, our supporters, old and new, and we look forward to seeing where God takes this clinic from here.